Hello, my friends. I'm really excited for today's video. I'm gonna do a video talking about a mother's blessing event. So a women's circle for a mother's blessing on a pregnant mom. What is that versus a conventional baby shower? And then sharing some really beautiful ideas or tips, tricks around how to make it a memorable event. So last night at my place, we had 8 women together for a mother's blessing. So it's fresh in my mind. I'm still really, just like heart open, good energy. There's good feelings in this little cabin that I live in from all of the beauty and the blessing of last night. So hopefully it just flows today. The difference between a mother's blessing and a baby shower, I would say, is that a baby shower is usually focused on the baby. There's a lot of materialism, so often there's a registry, they call it a registry, right? Where like you go to the store and the baby needs this and the mom needs this and check off all the items and everyone bring their present. And hey, there's a time and a place for that, right? Like, I get it. But for me personally, I love the idea of a mother's blessing so much more than just a standard baby shower because the focus is on the mother. And surrounding her as a village, which so many of us need, we all need, and surrounding her in prayers and love and intentionality. There's a lot of intentionality and heart that goes into the mother's blessing, and it's so much more about filling her cup before she goes through this incredible transition, right? No matter how many babies we've had, when you birth a baby, you are you're born again all over into motherhood. So, yeah, I'd say that doing the women's circle, it starts with the invitation, how you send out the invitation, because it's, maybe people haven't been to a mother's blessing before. So just really outlining what it's all about. Meaning, intention, purpose. If you as the host have to think about a word or a couple words, how do you want the event to feel? So we used my house, but it was another one of the moms who actually organized the event yesterday, and she said, I want it to be very warm and cozy and intimate. I want to be sitting around your fire with blankets and pillows on the floor all together, candles in the middle, just warmth. And right now I'm in Canada, it is November, so there's nothing better than that kind of heartfelt flame, warmth, feminine coziness. So Sarah is the name of the organizer, if you will. She had that in her head. And then when she sent out the invitations, she also let everybody know some of the activities that we would be doing. And I'm gonna get into those specifics in a moment, but asking the women to already come prepared. So she asked all the women to pre-meditate an intention or a blessing that they were gonna write on a piece of paper and give to Brit to keep, the pregnant mom, during her birth. She also asked everybody to bring a bead for, again, like I'll talk about the specific activity in a minute, but a bead, and how she wanted you to think about, again, like a blessing to tie to that bead that we're gonna give the mom to be. Frozen meal. So we all pre-brought a frozen meal, we all pre-brought a bead, we all pre-brought kind of an intention, and then you're already like having the juices flow before you even get here. So everybody came in, meet and greet, hey, how's it going? The food, the drinks, all the regular stuff that you would have at a shower or any sort of a gathering. But the first activity we did was we sat, and there were beautiful markers, and there was a board that Sarah had made with little clothing pegs, and we all got a piece of paper to write down an intention for Brit. And then she could take this beautiful board home and put it up in her home. So one of the intentions was, my baby girl is coming at the perfect time. This timing is divine. Another woman wrote, pain is temporary. I move through this with ease. Another woman actually just had an absolutely stunning picture that she drew. She was gifted artistically, maybe more than she said verbally. So this gorgeous picture of an entire community of women surrounding a pregnant mom and the baby in the belly. So we took probably 20 minutes, and then we shared our intention. And as we shared our intention and read it out loud to the group, we took a piece of string. Some of us had like made a braid with the string or woven the string, and we tied it around a beeswax candle. So the nice thing with beeswax is that it's kind of pliable, maybe more pliable than other waxes, but now Britt has a candle that she can light either before labor or in labor or whenever she wants after labor, and know that we're all standing with her with our little ropes around the candle, and it's supposed to kind of go with this affirmation board. But when it was all put together, it was really beautiful looking, eclectic and beautiful, just all the different feels in there. After that, we moved over here to my fireplace area, and we all sat on the floor in a big circle. We did a foot bath for the mum. So some of the women had dried lavender, dried calendula from their gardens. How awesome is that? Dried rose petals from the garden. And we added a warm foot bath. So Britt got to sit on a little chair, like the beautiful pregnant queen she is, soak her feet. And then around the circle, we all took our bead that we had brought, and we're supposed to say what the bead represented and what we wished her, and then put it on a string for a bracelet that she could wear. So my favorite was the one mom of 3 kids said, "I wish you speed," because no one wants to be in labor for 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I don't know if you can actually be in labor for 6 days, but speed. What was another intention? One of the other really beautiful intentions that came out was, "I wish that you'll feel the divine." Just really feeling how spiritual this moment is. And, with each bead, someone had a bead of an owl for wisdom, someone had tiger's eyes, someone had a bead that they had actually gotten from a journey in Nepal and worn in their dreadlocks for years. So this bracelet became this really neat, eclectic looking thing. And then we tied it on the mama's wrist as she was just kind of chilling and soaking her feet. Next, we did a henna blessing. So these guys, right? I think the henna is so fun. We had a bunch of extra henna as well. So a couple of ladies that were artistic just took the henna, and it's like a plant-based dye. It's non-toxic, and you can just Pinterest ideas for doing henna on a pregnant belly. It looks so beautiful. So that can take a little while, forewarning, and you might want to pre-practice with the henna to just know how it comes out, because it's a little different if you've never used it. So 2 of the moms did Britt's big, beautiful belly, and then the rest of us kind of like messed around. That's my henna. If you've never done henna before, you have to wait for the paste to dry, and then it'll be light at first, and it gets darker and darker within, I think it's like 24 hours. But it just makes for the coolest pictures. You just adorning that beautiful belly in some art is really, really fun. And then, lastly, we all just brought frozen meals for the mama-to-be that she could go home with. So I do have this book. I didn't do everything in this book. We actually didn't really touch too much on it. This is just a women's circles book. It gives some nice ideas. One of her ideas in here is taking the women through a meditation. We did have a moment of praying and asking God to bless her and the family especially. And then there's some different sharing prompts. So where everyone in the circle, if you maybe didn't want to write affirmation cards or whatever, you could all just take a moment to verbally share the light you see in this mom, or the thing that you respect about her, a thing that you love about her. The other idea they had in here, which we're not going to do because we're all kind of chatting on different groups, but you could set up a birthing messaging group with all the women that were present in the circle, and then just over the days and weeks to come, drop a message into the group to let the mama know you're thinking about her. So those are some ideas and some really beautiful things that we did as a group that worked out really nicely. If you guys have done a women's circle with a birthing mama, so a mother's blessing, let me know your ideas. I think it's just so sweet. The intentionality, so beautiful. We need more of that, right? Women in circle, gathering and just holding each other up. If you're pregnant and have life in your belly, sending love to you and your beautiful baby. Okay, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your day.